How they usurped U.S. January 25, 17. Robert House. 1763, Delaware created the first BAR, British Accreditation Registry, exam. 1767, Thomas Jefferson was admitted to the Virginia BAR. 3 Revolution War from 1775, 1782 ended in a treaty known as the Treaty of Paris in 1783, and the leading representative of the United States was BAR attorney Benjamin Franklin. 4 September 17, 1787, the signing of the Constitution of the United States. At the close of the Constitutional Convention, Franklin was approached by a woman who asked, "Well, doctor, what have we got, a republic or a monarchy?" Franklin replied, "A republic, if you can keep it." As though he knew what was to come with the help of the BAR. 5 In 1792, Thomas Jefferson adopted the 14th Amendment. 6 1860, the first birth certificate was created, and Abraham Lincoln, admitted to the BAR in 1837. In Illinois, was nominated to run for president and inaugurated in 1861. 7 Civil War started in 1861, ended in 1865. The war was not declared but martial rule was imposed. 8 1864, the acting Congress, passed an act changing the meaning of state, states, and United States to mean the territories and District of Columbia. 9 1865, Lincoln was killed and all aggression ended, but martial rule was never lifted. 10 Between 1865, 1868, attorneys created and defined a citizen as a resident or employee of the federal government via the 14th Amendment. Also in 1868, the 40th Congress created the Expatiation Statute of July 27. Session 2, Chapter 249, page 223 and 224, paragraphs 1, 2 and 3. 11 In 1871, the United States of America became a cooperation of the Crown, Vatican, and the Swiss. The courts then became maritime or admiralty courts. The Legislative Act of February 21, 1871. 41st Congress Session 3, Chapter 62, page 419, Congress chartered a federal company entitled, United States, A/K/A, U.S. Incorporated, a commercial agency originally designed as Washington, D.C., in accordance with the 14th Amendment, which was never ratified. For more information of this, go to A Remedy by Anna von Reitz. 12 In 1873, U.S. v. Anthony 24 Federal 829, 1873, the term resident and citizen of the United States. United States meaning territories and District of Columbia is distinguished from a citizen of one of the several states, in that the former is a special class of citizen created by Congress. That means that a citizen of the United States is a statutory citizen, created by legislative action. 13 In 1875, this definition of United States as a corporation has its own citizen, see United States v. Cruikshank, 92 U.S. 542, who are generally referred to as United States citizens. 14 In 1913, foreign banks take over the U.S. Treasury. 15 1917, WWI. Both sides backed by the banks. 16 The Roaring Twenties. The people were making good wealth and were happy. 17 1933, the Emergency Banking Act of Gold Confiscation by Executive Order 6102 of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. 18 1935, 1945, World War II. Again, all sides backed by the banks. 1946, the Battle of Athens, Tennessee over the sheriff's ballot box. 20 McCarran, Walter Act of 1952, the Immigration Act being ignored by our elected servants. 21 in 1953, Kitchens v. Steele, 112 F sub 383. A citizen of the United States is a citizen of the federal government. 22 in 1967, also Congressional Record, June 13, 1967, pages 15,641 to 15,646. A citizen of the United States is a civilly dead entity operating as a co-trustee and co-beneficiary of the PCT, the private constructive, Sestuike Trust of U.S. Incorporated under the 14th Amendment, which upholds the debt of the USA and U.S. Incorporated in Section 4. Note, from 1787, 1865, the United States had a working, successful common law constitution for 78 years. It started eroding in 1871. 146 years ago.